Alhamdulillahi wal kafa. Salamun ala ibadillahillazina astafa. Amma ba'd. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Ikra bismi rabbikal ladzi khalaq. Khalaqal insana min alaq. Ikra wa rabbukal akram. Allazi allama bil qalam. Allamal insana ma lam yalam. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi jidni ilma. My dear respected elders, audience and listener, first of all, I would like to welcome all of you with Islamic greetings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. May peace, mercy and blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be on all of you. Today, the evening's talk of mine is dignity and honor always required knowledge. That means if anyone would like to achieve dignity or honor, he needs knowledge or he should be knowledgeable. Before I going to discuss great detail about my talk, I would like to mention quite few points. Islam is the only one religion in the face of the earth which is starting by the education, is starting by the knowledge. The first revelation of Islam, that means the Wahi which come from Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and which was the first commandment on the time Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala given to his prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. We come to know from the authentic evidence of the Al-Quran and authentic saying of the prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, we come to know that the first commandment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to his prophet, not to have a 5 times salah, not to have a zakat, not to have a pilgrimage, not to have a fasting. The first commandment which come from Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to his prophet, Ikra, which I reciting before starting my talk. And first Wahi, the first revelation come from Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is 5 line of Al-Quran. It's mentioned in Surah Al-Alaq and verse 5. Okay, Surah Al-Alaq is 96th chapter of the Al-Quran. And before starting my talk, I recite this 5 verse in front of you. What Allah said here? Allah said, Ikra, read, recite, Bismi Rabbikal ladzi khalaq, in the name of your Lord. Ikra, read, recite, in the name of your Lord. Khalaqal insana min alaq, who created you? Created you from angelica clot of blood. Ikra wa rabbukal akram, read, your Lord is most generous. Your Lord is most gracious. Allazi allama bil kalam, who taught man by the pen. Who taught man by the pen? Allamal insana malam yalam. He taught man which he not know. These 4 lines, first Wahi, first revelation come from Almighty Allah to His Prophet. What Allah mentioned here, He remember us His greatness. He give us by His generosity. He Himself give us knowledge. He taught us knowledge Himself by pen, and He give the knowledge of the human being what he don't know before. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell us or commanded us, He is the one who taught us, who give us knowledge. And we know our father Adam alayhi salam, he got honor from the angel. Why? Because only for his knowledge. And knowledge is 3 kinds. One is in your mind, number 2 in your tongue, number 3 in your writing. So we come to know by these 5 verses of the Surah Al-Alaq, knowledge is 3 types. One is in mind, number 2 is in your speech, number 3 is writing. When you talking about the writing, then you need the knowledge of mind and knowledge of tongue. But when you talking about the knowledge of speech, these 2 not necessary here. This is the clear-cut message we come to know from Surah Al-Alaq, chapter 96, verse 1 to 5. Now we come to the hidden secret of that verse. We know the history of Arab when our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, came on that land. Arab was on that time the Jahil. That means the I am a Jahiliya age on that time of the Arabia. That means the age of ignorance, the age of darkness. They are doing many evil acts without any hesitation, without any problem. That means the illegality is become legal on that time of Arab society. They have a drink, they have a adultery, they have a fornication, everything is open for them. They are doing gambling, everything is open on that time in the Arab society. No one thing that was a sin. Even on father of the daughter, he buried his daughter alive on that time. So that type of ignorant, that type of darkness on the time in the Arab society. On the time our Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent His last and final messenger, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in the Arab land. And when He sent His Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, on that land, He know more than anyone simply because He is our creator. He is our almighty Lord. He knows better than anyone why the Arab world is doing that. He knows the hidden secret. He knows the root cause of that. And he remember us, or he tell us also by this verse of the Holy Quran or the commandment of his Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. It's clarified to us that what is the hidden secret of that, why they are doing or committed such type of sin consequently, but they never ever feel guilty. Why? What's the reason behind that? The reason behind that, the lacking of knowledge. They have no knowledge. They are ignorant. They live in the age of darkness, and there is no one who guide them towards the knowledge. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent his prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in the land of Arabia to fertile this land by the knowledge. And when Wahi come, the revelation come, we know how fertile this land was, which is recognized by the rest of world, the drug state or ignorant state. This state become a lightened state, and the whole world enlightened by their light. So we understand easily who fertile this Arab land, which instrument or which materials fertile the Arab land? Knowledge. Without anything except knowledge. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. They are doing such type of things. They are doing adultery, they are doing fornication, they are having alcoholic, they are doing gambling. Why? Because they have no knowledge and they have no guider. That's why Allah sent his last and final messenger as a guider for them. And when he got the revelation, got the wahi from Almighty Allah, he changed the whole Arab world. And the people of Arabia is become an exemplary human being throughout the world. This is, in short, the hidden secret of the fertile of Arab land. Now I come to know the present scenario in the modern world. We are living in the age of IE. I always say it, AI, artificial intelligence. AI, the age of AI. Artificial intelligence means increase the artificial intellectuality. Okay, day by day we are depends on the machine. Okay, we are depends on the machine. Now our competitor is come in the machine. We have to do compete with the machine, and if we want to do compete with the machine, we need to know, acquire lot and more knowledge, so that we can handling them, we can operate them. And everywhere in our society or in our office, in our state, everywhere include the machine. And who operate that machine? Human being operate that machine. So when the AI will be more advanced, then the human being should be more advanced by their knowledge. And today we come to know about our modern world. Okay, what happening here? the adultery is increasing, the fornication is increasing, the gambling is increasing, alcoholism increasing. Every sin which was on that time in the Arab, the dark age of Arab, it's now come in our modern society. And we don't know the hidden secret of that, why it's happening in our society. If you study and if you do research about that, the main reason to happening that is lacking of knowledge. So what we have to do today, we have to increase the knowledge of the people. We have to convey the knowledge so that we can enlighten the whole humanity of the world. And if we can do that, then automatically they come out from such type of evil act. But we have to know the technique, we have to know the tactics, how can we spread the knowledge throughout the world. Okay, and which knowledge? What knowledge I am talking about? I think the respected audience already understand what knowledge I speaking about, what knowledge I talking about. The knowledge of Wahi, that means the knowledge of Al-Quran. Now this book is available in our hand, and we have to do hard work to spread the true message, the Quranic message throughout the world, so that people can also become a good human being like the companion of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So what I tell you or what I request you, please try to understand the commandment of Almighty Allah. And if anyone think Quran is a book, actually Quran is not a book. Jibril alayhi salam is become retired, our prophet is late. Who will guide us? From where we will guide? We'll have guide. So our prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, mentioned it in his last sermon of the last pilgrimage of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. He commanded us clearly, I left two things to them. I left two things for them, which one is Kitabullah, that means Al-Quran, and number two is Sunnat Rasulullah, that means Sunnah of the Prophet. If you people keep these two things, no one can demotivate you, disguide you, and you will never ever go to astray. Which these two things you have to follow? Kitabullah, that means Al-Quran. Second is the Sunnat Rasulullah, that means the Sunnah of the Prophet. So nowadays I would like to request the whole Muslim world, you left everything, keep these two things. What our Prophet, beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, commanded us. Al-Quran, second Sunnah of the Prophet. If we keep these two things, then every darkness what we have, it's go out from us automatically. And I would like to end my talk by the quotation of the Holy Quran, Surah Bani Israel, chapter 17, verse 81. Here Allah clearly mentioned, "Aqul ja'al haqqu wa zahaqal batil, innal batila kana zahuqa." When truth come, falsehood perished, and falsehood by its nature bound to perish. Wa akhir dawana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.